Dr. Naveen Virmani welcome you all to the Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam Technical University massive open online courses. I am going to discuss air standard cycles. So, before studying air standard cycle, you should have a preliminary idea of reciprocating engine. Like in these diagrams, you can see this is cylinder, this is piston, which reciprocates inside the cylinder from TDC to BDC or from BDC to TDC. TDC is the top dead center, it is the position of piston at the topmost position, and BDC is the position of piston at the bottommost position. So, when the piston moves from BDC to TDC or from TDC to BDC, it is called stroke, and the volume contained in the cylinder when the piston moves from TDC to BDC or from BDC to TDC is called swept volume, Vs, that is swept volume. And when the piston reaches TDC position, the volume contained inside the cylinder is called clearance volume. This volume is called clearance volume, Vc. So, Vs is the swept volume and Vc is the clearance volume, and this volume V1 is the total volume. V1 is the total volume of the cylinder. V1 is the total volume of the cylinder, that is equals to swept volume plus clearance volume, and V2 is the clearance volume. V2 is the clearance volume, and this ratio V1 upon V2, this ratio V1 upon V2 is called compression ratio. Compression ratio. In petrol engine, compression ratio is normally 5:8. The compression ratio in petrol engine is normally 5:1 to 8:1. So, the basic component of reciprocating engine are piston, cylinder, valves, that is inlet and outlet valves, connecting rod, flywheel, crank. So, the minimum volume created inside the cylinder when the piston reaches TDC position is called clearance volume. Like in this diagram, you can see clearance volume when the piston reaches TDC position, this volume is called clearance volume, and the volume covered by piston as it moves from TDC to BDC or from BDC to TDC is called displacement volume or swept volume. The ratio of total volume, that is displacement plus clearance, to the minimum volume is called compression ratio, that is R, that we have discussed in previous slide. This R, V1 by V2 is compression ratio. So, there are few assumptions in air standard cycles. Like in air standard cycles are ideal cycle in which air is considered to be working fluid throughout the cycle. This is first assumption. The second assumption is these are reference cycles which gives an approximation to the performance of internal combustion engine. Internal combustion engine is also called reciprocating engine. Like petrol engine, diesel engine, petrol or diesel engine. All processes are internally reversible. The combustion process is replaced by heat addition process from some external source an exhaust process is replaced by heat rejection that restores the working fluid to its initial state. So, these are few assumptions which are made in air standard cycles. Otto cycle is basically used for spark ignition engine or petrol engine. So, this cycle was given by Nicholas A. Otto in 1876. In this cycle, all processes are internally reversible. So, it consists of 4 processes: isentropic compression 1 to 2, isochoric heat addition, that is constant volume process 2 to 3, isentropic expansion 3 to 4, and isochoric, that is constant volume heat ejection 4 to 1. So, this cycle is basically used in petrol engine. Like in petrol engine, we have 4 stroke suction stroke, in which a mixture of petrol and air enter inside the cylinder and piston moves from TDC to BDC. Second is compression stroke, in which fuel air mixture is compressed and piston moves from BDC to TDC position. And third stroke is expansion stroke or power stroke, or we say working stroke. And fourth is exhaust stroke. So, this represents PVTS diagram of Otto cycle, where P represents pressure, V represents volume, P is pressure, V is volume, T is temperature, and S is entropy. So, 1 to 2 is isentropic compression of air, 2 to 3 constant volume heat addition, since volume is constant. So, 2 to 3 is called constant volume process, 3 to 4 isentropic expansion, and 4 to 1 constant volume heat ejection. You can see in this diagram also TS diagram, 1 to 2 isentropic compression means entropy is constant 1 to 2, 2 to 3 volume is constant, isentropic expansion 3 to 4, so entropy is constant S3 is equals to S4, and 4 to 1 is constant volume heat rejection. So, volume is constant from 4 to 1. Suction is basically represent here like 0 to 1, 0 to 1 is suction. In petrol engines, fuel air mixture enters inside the cylinder, and 1 to 0 is exhaust. Since work done during 0 to 1 is balanced by work done during 1 to 0, so if in thermal analysis of Otto cycle, we do not consider this 0 to 1 or 1 to 0. We consider only 1 to this one. We consider only 1, 2, 3, 4. So, this is the closed cycle. So, area under PV diagram gives us work done. So, efficiency of Otto cycle is work done upon heat supplied, W net upon Q in. Since for cycle summation of Q is equals to summation of W, and summation of W can be written as Q1 minus Q2, where Q1 is the heat supplied. You can see in this diagram, here it is heat supplied Q in, that is Q1, and heat ejected is Q2. So, Q1 can be written as CV T3 minus T2, since it is a constant volume process. So, CV T3 minus T2. Similarly, Q2 is equals to CV T4 minus T1. You can understand this expression as like this also, summation Q is equals to du plus delta W. Since for constant volume process delta W is 0, because it is constant volume process, so work done is P dV. So, dV will be 0, so this expression will be 0, and summation Q delta Q can be written as here CV, change in internal energy CV, T3 minus T2. CV here T3 minus T2, that is equals to Q1. Similarly, Q2 is CV T4 minus T1. So, this is the heat supplied Q1 and this is the heat rejected. During process 4 to 1 it is the heat rejected, and during 2 to 3 heat supplied is there. So, Q1 is CV T3 minus T2 and heat rejected Q2 is CV T3 minus T4 minus T1. Q2 is CV T4 minus T1. So, putting this value in this expression, this is Q2 and this is Q1. So, putting these values here, so CV will cancel out. So, T4 minus T1 divided by T3 minus T2. So, from this relation we can take T1 common from numerator. So, T4 by T1 minus 1. Similarly, T2 can be taken common from denominator. So, T2 bracket T3 by T2 minus 1. Since 1 to 2 and 3 to 4 are isentropic and V2 is equals to V3, because 2 to 3 is isochoric process. So, volume is constant. Similarly, 4 to 1 is isochoric process. So, volume is constant. You can see in this diagram also V2 is equals to V3, V2 here V2 is equals to V3 and V1 is equals to V4 because volume is constant, and here 1 to 2 and 3 to 4 are isentropic process because S1 is equals to S2 and S3 is equals to S4. So, 1 to 2 and 3 to 4 are isentropic and 2 to 3 and 4 to 1 are isochoric. So, since in isentropic process TV gamma minus 1 is constant, in isentropic process TV gamma minus 1 is constant. So, T1 V1 gamma minus 1 is equals to T2 V2 gamma minus 1. So, from here, from this expression you can write T2 is equals to T1 V1 by V2 gamma minus 1. As we have already discussed, V1 by V2 is compression ratio. So, T2 is equals to T1 R gamma minus 1. T2 is equals to T1 R gamma minus 1, where R is the compression ratio, that is V1 by V2. So, T2 by T1 is equals to V1 by V2 gamma minus 1, and V1 is equals to V4 and V2 is equals to V3. So, from here V4 by V3 gamma minus 1 can be written as T3 by T4 because TV gamma minus 1 is constant. So, it can be written like this. So, from here you can write T4 by T1 is equals to T3 by T2. So, since these two values are same, T4 by T1 is equals to T3 by T2. So, this term will cancel out. So, you will get efficiency is equals to 1 minus T1 by T2. So, from here you will get 1 minus T1 by T2 and this T2 is, the value of T2 is equals to T1 R gamma minus 1. The value of T2 from here you can see T2 is T1 R gamma minus 1. So, T1 will cancel out. So, you will get the expression 1 minus 1 by R gamma minus 1, where gamma is the ratio of specific heat Cp by Cv, where Cp is the specific heat at constant pressure and Cv is the specific heat at constant volume. So, gamma is the ratio of specific heats. So, final expression of Otto cycle is 1 minus 1 by R gamma minus 1, where R is the compression ratio. The next term is mean effective pressure. It is the ratio of net work per cycle to the swept volume. So, mean effective pressure is net work, that is W net, upon swept volume. You can see in previous slide I have discussed this swept volume. Swept volume, this volume is Vc, that is equals to V2 clearance volume, and this total volume is V1. So, this swept volume can be written as V1 minus V2. Swept volume is V1 minus V2. It is also called displaced volume. So, here mean effective pressure is net work upon swept volume, that is V1 minus V2, or V1 is maximum volume and V2 is the minimum volume, and W net is Q1 minus heat supplied minus heat ejected divided by V1 minus V2. The heat supplied is, the value of Q1 is Cv T3 minus T2, and heat rejected is Cv T4 minus T1, and you can take V2 common from this denominator. So, V2 V1 by V2 minus 1. So, this is basically R. So, now let us solve some questions based on Otto cycle. The first question is the efficiency of Otto cycle is 60% and ratio of specific heat gamma is equals to 1.5. Calculate the compression ratio. So, since we have discussed efficiency of Otto cycle is 1 minus 1 by R gamma minus 1, in this question we have been given that efficiency is 0.6, that is 60%, and value of gamma is 1.5. So, from this relation we can calculate the value of R, that is comes out to be 0.625. So, this is the first question. Second question, show that the compression ratio for maximum work to be done per kg of air in an Otto cycle between upper and lower limits T3 and T1 is given by this relation. R is equals to T3 by T1 raised to the power 1 by 2 gamma minus 1. So, this thing we have to prove. Compression ratio is given by T3, where T3 is the maximum temperature and T1 is the minimum temperature. So, T3 by T1 raised to the power 1 by 2 gamma minus 1. So, for solving this we have work is Qs minus Qr, that is heat supplied minus heat rejected, is equals to Cv T3 minus T2. Heat supplied is Cv T3 minus T2 and heat rejected is Cv T4 minus T1, and T2 is equals to T1 R gamma minus 1, since it is a isentropic process 1 to 2. 1 to 2 is isentropic process, as we have discussed. T1 V1 gamma minus 1 is equals to T2 V2 gamma minus 1. T1 V1 gamma minus 1 is equals to T2 V2 gamma minus 1. So, T2 is equals to T1 V1 by V2, V1 by V2 gamma minus 1, and V1 by V2 is R, compression ratio. So, T2 is equals to T1 R gamma minus 1. Similarly, T3 by T4 is equals to R gamma minus 1. So, we have work done relation, work done equation is this one, equation number 1. So, putting the value of T2 and T4 in this relation, we get Cv T3 minus T1 R gamma minus 1 minus, since T3 is equals to T4 R gamma minus 1. So, from here T4 is equals to T3 by R gamma minus 1. So, putting the value of this T2 and T4 in equation 1. So, T2 is T1 R gamma minus 1 and T4 is T3 by R gamma minus 1. So, we get this expression. Now, for maximum or minimum value we have to differentiate the expression and we put it equals to 0. So differentiating this work with respect to r and keeping T1 T3 constant, keeping T1 T3 constant, so we get the differentiation of T3 is 0, similarly differentiation of T1 is 0, and the differentiation of this r gamma minus 1 is minus T1 gamma minus 1 r gamma minus 2. Similarly here minus T3 1 minus gamma r raised to power minus gamma is equals to 0, this relation. Now solving this, putting it to the right side, we will get this. So from here, from this equation, T3 by T1 is equals to r gamma minus 2 plus gamma. So T3 by T1, from here gamma plus gamma is 2 gamma minus 2, so keeping 2 outside the bracket, so T3 by T1 r will be equals to T3 by T1 raised to the power 1 by 2 gamma minus 1. So this is the final expression which we have to prove. The next question is, an engine working on Otto cycle has a volume of 0.45 meter cube, pressure 1 bar. So this volume V1 is given 0.45 meter cube and pressure 1 bar, that is P1 1 bar is equals to 10 raised to power 5, 1 bar is equals to 10 raised to power 5 Newton per meter square, or 10 to the power 5 Pascal we can say. This is equals to so this pressure is 1 bar and temperature T1 is equals to 30 degree Celsius. T1 is 30 degree Celsius, so 30 plus 273, that is 303 Kelvin. So at the end of compression stroke the pressure is 11 bar, that is P2, and 200 kilojoule of heat is added at constant volume. Since we are talking about Otto cycle, so heat is added at constant volume, that is Q1. Determine pressure, temperature and volumes at all points. Second part is net power per cycle and efficiency. Assuming the cycle is reversible and take CV, that is specific heat at constant volume, is equals to 0.71 kilojoule per kg Kelvin. So this is the solution. So since P1 V1 gamma for reversible adiabatic process, P1 V1 gamma is equals to P2 V2 gamma. So and R is the compression ratio V1 by V2. From this equation we can write V1 by V2 is equals to P2 by P1 raised to the power 1 by gamma, where gamma is the ratio of specific heat, Cp by Cv. For air the ratio of specific heat is 1.4, that is constant, and value of Cp is equals to 1.005 kilojoule per kg Kelvin. So putting the value of P2 and P1 here, P2 is 11 bar and P1 is 1 bar raised to the power 1 divided by 1.4. So R comes out to be 5.5. Applying gas equation, before this we can calculate T2 also. T2 is equals to T1 R gamma minus 1, value of T1 is given 303 and R we have calculated 5.5, gamma is 1.4. So putting these values here we get T2 is equals to 600 Kelvin. From gas law, P1 V1 by T1 equals to P2 V2 by T2. P1 V1 by T1 is equals to P2 V2 by T2. From this we get V2 is equals to P1 V1 by T1 into T2 by P2. So we know the value of P1, the value of P1 is 1 bar, we know value of V1, V1 we have given, V1, the value of V1 is given, V1 is 0.45 meter cube. We know we have calculated value of T2 600 Kelvin. We know the value of T1 that is given in question 303 Kelvin and P2 is given 11 bar. So from this expression we get V2 is equals to 0.081 meter cube, that is V2, and from ideal gas equation P1 V1 is equals to MRT1, P1 V1 is equals to MRT1. So from here M is equals to P1 V1 upon RT1, where P is the pressure, V is the volume, R is the universal gas constant and T is the temperature. The value of P1 is 1 bar, the value of V1 is 0.45 meter cube, that is given here. So 1 bar is 10⁵ Pascal and volume V1 is 0.45 meter cube. The value of R is 0.287, so into 10⁵ we have converted into joule, and T1 is 303. So from here the mass comes out to be 0.517 kg. The heat supplied, that is Q1, as we have already discussed, it is equals to mCV T3 minus T2, that is given in question 210 kilojoule. So Qs is 210 or Q1, that is 210 kilojoule. The value of M we have calculated 0.517, the value of Cv is 0.71, that is given in question. T3 minus T2 we have calculated 600 Kelvin. So from here T3 is 11, comes out to be 1172.098 Kelvin. Also for process 2 to 3, since process 2 to 3 volume is constant for 2 to 3, so we can write P3 by T3 is equals to P2 by T2. So from here P3 is equals to P2 T3 by T2. The value of T2 is 11, the value of P2 is 11 bar, the value of T3 is, we have calculated 1172.098, the value of T2 is 600 Kelvin. So from here we can get the value of P3, that comes out to be 21.48 bar. Since V3 is equals to V2, because it is a isochoric process, so volume is constant, V3 is equals to V2. V2 we have calculated here, so V3 is equals to V2, that is 0.081 meter cube. Since 3 to 4 is isentropic process, so P V gamma is equals to constant. So we can write P3 V3 gamma is equals to P4 V4 gamma. So from here P4 is equals to P3 V3 by V4 raised to the power gamma. Since V3 is equals to V2 and V4 is equals to V3 is equals to V2 and V4 is equals to V1. So we can put the value V3 is equals to V2 and V4 equals to V1 here. So we will get this, and V1 by V2, R is V1 by V2, R is equals to V1 by V2. So we will get V2 by V1 is 1 by R, and gamma is ratio of specific heat, that is 1.4. So putting these values here, P3 is 21.48 and R 5.5. So we get the value of P4 1.97 bar. Similarly 3 to 4 is isentropic process. So for isentropic process TV gamma minus 1 is constant. For isentropic process TV gamma minus 1 is constant. So T4 V4 gamma minus 1 equals to T3 V3 gamma minus 1. So from here we get T4 by T3 is equals to V3 by V4 gamma minus 1, and V3 is equals to V2, V3 is equals to V2 and V4 is equals to V1. So we will get V2 by V1 raised to power gamma minus 1 and V2 by V1 is 1 by R. So 1 by r raised to the power gamma minus 1, and we have calculated r. R is 5.5 raised to the power 1.4 minus 1. So we get 0.505. So T4 is equals to 0.505 into T3, and T3 is 1172.098 into 0.505. So we will get the value of T4, that is 591.91, and V4 is equals to V1. V4 is equals to V1. V1 is 0.45, so that value will be equals to V4 also, because it is isochoric process. 4 to 1 is isochoric process. From this expression we can calculate the efficiency of Otto cycle. Efficiency of Otto cycle is 1 minus 1 by r gamma minus 1. R is the compression ratio and gamma is the ratio of specific heat. R is 5.5 and gamma is 1.4. So 1 divided by 1.5 raised to the power 1.4 minus 1. So efficiency comes out to be 49.5%. Heat rejected, that is Q2, is given by expression mCV T4 minus T1. M is 0.517. CV, the value of CV is given 0.71. T4 we have calculated 591.91, and T1 was given in question, that is 303 Kelvin. So this value comes out to be 107.151. Mean effective pressure we have also already discussed, that is given by work done per cycle to the swept volume. So W divided by V1 minus V2, and that is equals to Qs minus Qr, heat supplied minus heat rejected, divided by V1 minus V2. V1 is the total volume and V2 is the clearance volume. So heat supplied, that was given in question 210, and heat ejected Q2 we have calculated 107.151 into 10 to power 5 and into 10 to power 3, because we have converted kilojoule into joule, divided by V1, that was given 0.45, and V2 is the clearance volume. V2 clearance volume, this we have calculated 0.081 meter cube, and into 10 to power 5, because we have converted this pressure into bar. So this value, the pressure is coming in bar.